If you haven't noticed, I think something big is happening, around subcontinent, around the global south or Indo-Pacific region. Something really drastic is happening right now. Did you notice like India and China and Russia are meeting up together, are being so lovey-dovey? Indian Prime Minister and Russian President going to China all together and having a very warm welcome in China by Chinese president. All these things are very remarkable on its own way. So this all started when Mr. Trump, Donald Trump, the US president, imposed some extra 50% tariff on India because according to Mr. Trump, India kept buying oil from Russia, and Russia is one of the biggest supplier of fuel in India. Before all this happened, India and China were kind of hostile. They had some situation near the border and they were not seeing eye to eye for a while. Like, it's been many years that Indian Prime Minister didn't really go to China for a visit or any kind of friendly gesture. But now things are all changing, and the United States are basically the reason for it. As I said, Mr. Trump imposed some extra tariff. America had some kind of intention to have some control in that particular region, in the subcontinent or Indo-Pacific or global south, and the Western countries, especially America and Europe, they really don't like anyone being so lovey-dovey with Russia because they kept sanctioning Russia every now and then. Even though some European countries and the United States still in some kind of business with Russia, there is still important things from Russia. Mr. Trump likes to impose tariff and likes to sanction countries like Russia all the time, though Trump has been very friendly with Putin, has been praising a lot. And surprisingly, Indian Prime Minister Modi and US President Mr. Trump, they were actually very friendly. They used to call each other friend and they were very close, and phone calls and all those love letters and everything. People actually thought that Modi and Trump, they are absolutely best friend because the last US election, just before that, Trump needed the support from the Indian community, the Indian American community and their votes. And I think India or Modi supported Trump, sort of endorsed Trump in some kind of way, and he got a lot of Indian votes. But right after that, when Trump won the election, everything is done and said, and Mr. Trump started going back on his word. Now, Modi and Trump, they're not really talking much. And Mr. Trump kept pushing India not to import oil from Russia, which India is not listening. Rather, Modi is doubling down on importing oil from Russia. And now China is joining the party. They're trying to become even closer friend. China and Russia are already very good ally. And now India is joining the pack. India and Russia are ally as well, but they're trying to build some kind of security pact or economic pact between all these countries, India, Russia, China. And it is going to be very significant in terms of how the global power will be in near future, how the world economy will move, also the American influence in the Indo-Pacific region. But you know one thing, like among all this mess, like all these power play and global power show, which side is actually in the crosshair, like in the middle of the crossfire? I think it's Europe, because Europe always tried to maintain a balanced relationship with everyone, but since Trump, Europe has been trying to please Mr. Trump and doing things so that America doesn't leave NATO, and they have America as their ally, and they're trying to sort out the Ukraine war and want their support and all that. So they've been trying so hard to please, Mr. Trump. But Europe is also a very close ally with India. Countries like France and Germany, they have a very good relation with India. So Europe is trying to do what they do all the time, which is trying to please America and trying to balance the other side. But in this case, in this new showdown, Europe is going to be very, very isolated from either of the side, and they will be very much standing in one corner, not saying much to India, not saying much to USA, not saying much about the tariff, not saying much about the global economy and all that. But they will keep poking the Russians. They will keep talking about the Ukraine war, which is, of course, is a big problem right now. Europe is kind of in the middle, standing, thinking what to do. What can I do among all these? I want to be in a safer situation where, I don't want to have a bad relation with anyone, but that's not going to happen. I think Europe will end up choosing some side, and at the end of the day, maybe they will not have a very good relation with India anymore. And the way things are going, maybe in the US is not going to be the only global power at all, will not remain the number one power in the world. So let's see what future is holding for us. Have a good one.